Hello, thanks for joining our Sunday yoga session. Okay, so sit straight as usual. We start with our asana or exercise part. So if you look after your body, then you can look after your mind. If you can look after your mind, then you can look after yourself. So sit straight. We'll express Om, the sound, to connect with the universe. Breathe in deeply. Yes, deep breath. As you breathe out, push the air from your lower portion of your sacrum for the R part. The U part of the Om is at the belly button and the M at the throat level. So it basically represents the different consciousness state that we have, from waking, sleeping, dream state and into the non-deep sleep part, the non-rapid eye movement, or Turiya, it's called Turiya. So Jagrat is Swapna Sushupti or Turiya. Okay, so you are able to feel that state by expressing Om. Okay, breathe in. Om. शांति शांति शांति. पुनः आप सभी को धन्यवाद साथ देने के लिए. So good Monday, another Monday. So here Shri Ram's birthday, the Sunday week, and last night was Hanuman's birthday. Yeah, it's opportune time of the year. So align yourself, realign yourself with good phases of different months. You can actually help yourself being more focused. Right? Okay. So the exercise part is called asanas. Okay. So asanas are basically rhythmic, physical movements which are done mindfully. Okay. The first one, like this is called Chakrasana. So move, hold your hands together, move clockwise. So minimum times you do is 3, and maximum is depending on how much time we have. So we don't have too much time. We do as much as we can. Lift your hands, Paschimottanasana. So hands over your shoulders, touch your toes. Now move, open your legs, let the blood flow in. Right, both sides. So as I said, symmetrical, rhythmic, mindful. Keep your mind in what you are doing. Right. So the power is learning ability, your ability to keep your mind focused. All right. So now exercises for ankles. Okay. So your legs. Look after your legs. You're standing. You're walking. You're supposed to be. Doing activities, being walking, not sitting. Our human body is actually made in a manner that you need to keep. So you look after these joints, otherwise it becomes sore. So you do these exercises to keep yourself fit enough to keep doing things in life. Right now, right ankle over your left knee. Right, so we'll go now to specific exercises from each of our energy centers in our body called chakras. So there are 72,000 nadis, 36,000 each. They crisscross from the sacrum right to the top of your head. These are called subtle body energy centers. You can't physically see them, but to explain or help, there's a spinal cord which runs along your 43 vertebrae, 33 vertebrae columns. There's different nerve functions of parasympathetic, sympathetic within this channel. The subtle energy system that moves through this is called this chakra system. So first one is called Mooladhara. So to help actually focus your mind on it, and why it's important is because the reserve of energy sits at this energy center. The purpose of evolvement of a human being, or your movement from like the third dimension of living that we have, and fourth, fifth, sixth, the brain can live up to 12 dimensions. Imagine the capability and the spectrum at which humans can live and behave. Most of us all of us are actually around the third dimension. So as you evolve, your energy, actually this chakra system, the energy, the source moves up. It links with your upper half of the body. Heart is at the middle, okay? So first Mooladhara. So visualize, center. Ask yourself with your breath, we'll do breathing exercise later on, to move the whole potential that you have above, okay? So you're visualizing in your mind and moving the energy, the source in it. Because if it's left for randomness, it only expresses itself in a minimalistic manner, and which is usually due according to the karmas of our last lifetime or previous lifetimes or only your lifetime. Your whatever personality that you have created for yourself is what is expressed. It's just in a random manner, and it's very basic. It's a reactive state. So you are anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, ill will. All these qualities are being expressed. It's very, very, very reactive in nature, like a reptilian mind. Like a reptile, how scared it is, all the time. So a lot of humans are like that. They're all fearful of every little thing. So if you leave it to randomness, those are the things that get expressed. Now, if you control, you're mindful, you're thinking, you have knowledge, then you do some practice about it, you become aware in yourself. And the energy center itself helps you actually get rid of these negativities, of this fear-based, anger-based kind of state. It's a good feeling. Now, next one is called Swadhisthana. So this Titli Asana, butterfly that I'm doing, hold your toes, push your knees down as much as you can. You open your groin. So this, when they cross at above this lower sacrum at the groin level, they are called Swadhisthana. Right? So Swadhisthana is associated again with our primitive mindset of our excretory functions, our reproductive functions. These you don't have to be taught or anything. It happens. These are the survival mechanism apparatus of our body. But if you again are not in control of it, because the desires arise from this level of chakra. So desires itself have a purpose of procreation, but it can become very difficult in life. As we know, as we all go through these different phases in our different periods of life. So to control and to better utilize the power of this energy center, so Titli Asana, visualize, focus on it, and then try and control. Otherwise, if you salt, sugar, all these attachments to fat, these are the superficial nature of us being addicted to desires. So that itself, as we know, is a creative aspect of most of the diseases at the moment. All right, so Titli Asana. Now next one, as you keep moving up, now it's called, at your belly button level, it's called Manipur. So Manipur, when it does the crisscross again. It's like a double helix DNA that we have for physical creation of this body. There's another DNA. The chakra system is for subtle body. So Karan, it's called Suksham Sharira. So that's subtle body. This is how it is. Now at this level, as you go upwards, you are evolving more compared to most other animal species. They're just at the level of either reptilian basic mind, the functional, and they do it very properly what they are supposed to do because they don't have the freedom. But we humans are the only species, we have the freedom, and the freedom is like a double-edged sword then. If you don't know how to look after it, it can be very negative or it can be really, really fulfilling. So that's why this knowledge is very important, and then obviously actions accordingly, and then intuition of it really, really propels you. So it's not easy path. It's you have to put some effort in it. Now, so Manipur, the third chakra. Okay, so if you press on it, visualize. Now you get this part where your third dimension living comes from. As human beings, now of that freedom, your ego is the basis now at the Manipur level. So if this ego is not there, we can't get that self-identification or the people we become in our life. It gives us this confidence in ourselves to become who we are by 25, 27 years of life. Okay, so it's very helpful as we're growing up, but it is also dependent on the environment itself that we grow. As a child is exposed to whatever culture, system, and prevailing thoughts and media and other things are around. That's what creates the personality of that person. And that is what is taken by our ego self. So whilst a child is through the school system, uni, and gets a job, it's very helpful, and you get a basic survival, level of living. So press on it, visualize. The problem arises is after 27 or 30 years of life. This same ego that actually helped us become who we are at the moment, if not looked after, becomes a real problem in our life. And as you can see how the society is. So job fulfillment is giving you money but you are not happy. A relationship you are in, it's falling apart. You have always wanted children but now you are not able to manage. You were happy when you made a house, but you are now tired of it. Now you want another house, another car. You were liking your neighbors, you don't like your neighbors even. See, this is inbuilt mechanism of ego, because ego doesn't let you stop at a position and have fulfillment. So you have to look after this. And because we are humans, we have the freedom, it becomes really difficult. My dog here has got this innate capability of whatever food, to look after the body, sleep, will do that, and the plant does the same, or other amphibians. But us, we have this freedom, and it becomes a real problem in most of humans from 30 years by 15, 20 years time. If it wasn't for the wrong foods or the drinks that they take, this ego itself will destroy the person by 50, 60 years of age. Say no, but we don't think about it because we are not knowledgeable in that manner. Okay, so see how we create within us the disaster which starts happening around 50 years of age. And we say our immune system has buggered and become old. No, we actually didn't do things properly to look after our immune system, our inner strength. And the mind itself is very powerful in damaging or making your life better. So knowledge, that's why I share this knowledge. So you have opportunity now to learn this, then slowly you can put in practice. So a very important part what I know. So pressing, visualizing what I said, and why I keep talking about these things is because I am being focused. I am in what I am doing now. This is the biggest teaching of yoga. Be in the moment, be in the present. So you know how I keep expressing about the situation because I'm in that moment. Then humans have this vivid, mindset of having keep getting the memories back. For what? Good ones you learn from. Okay, but we keeps the bad ones keep coming. So you were stuck in yesterday, day before yesterday. Then you have this kind of thing of beautiful quality of dreaming about what we can do. But dreams are only reality if you live in the moment now. Then only you can fulfill the dream. Not only dream, but be in the present. And that is based on what we learn in our life at every stage. Okay, so visualize. All right, now the next one is called Anaham. That's the middle one. So three below, three above, one in the middle. It's called heart. Now it's a fourth dimension living. Yeah, so we all strive. We know the moral and ethics of life. We go to religious practices. Hinduism is basically total teaching is for become kind, good, acha, gun, karam, swabhav. We teach all these things. Look at Sri Ram's life, Sri Krishna's life, Swami Dayanand's life, all Sadgurus, Sri Ravi Shankar, all teachers around who have been. What do they teach? Be kind, be helpful, have humility, have compassion, have empathy, love. Right? So easy to say by mouth, very difficult to actually truly be in it. To be in it, you have to do some work. Because as I keep repeating, there is a freedom. Freedom in itself, it becomes duality. And duality, the Maya, the illusion of living is ego-based. And it won't let you go out of it, my friends. It is survives basically on making you living in the constraints of fear, that protectiveness, because that's the survival of ego. To get out of it requires real energy and effort. Okay, so the hard part. So as you press on your heart, visualize that you are pushing this energy upwards. This is I'm helping with your physical exercises, how we can help ourselves. But the real part is when we'll do breathing exercise. That is where the real changes happen over time. And it doesn't happen by doing once. Going to gym once, you don't develop your biceps or any quads or anything. No. How many years you do? How much diet you control? What do you do to get it? And do you think you become fourth dimension living just by listening to me or just doing one session with me? Whom are you fooling? Nothing happens in life like that. There is a real dedication, sacrifice required, discipline. Right? So heart. Now, the next one is called Vishuddhi. So the fifth chakra, the first dimension of living, is now you are in a state of where you don't have to push to be enjoy, peace, love, fulfillment, happiness, humility, humbleness. You are there. It's just your natural part. It's always now without thinking you're doing it. The Vishuddhi, and V means completeness. Shuddhi is activity, breath activity, which pushes you from ego self to the heart self of living. So we utilize this practice. The sixth is at the tikka, where we put the tikka. See, in Hindu, ladies have tikka position, the third eye. It becomes the antenna opens your pituitary gland, and you're connecting with the universe. And that is a feeling. Now, the knowledge part, even my knowledge part of whatever I understand, it doesn't work anymore. You have to be in it. So you feel the vibrations, energy, and frequencies of the universe within you. And then the Sahasrara is just merging state within. There's no duality. And there are stages in there too, how you keep proceeding. It doesn't just happen that way. It's what's called Nirvikal state. So, Jai Hanumanta, Sri Hanuman's, birthdays today. He was a person of sixth dimension living. So you have the power of the whole body. So when you are living in this energy high state living, your physical attributes express as power, as energy. But it only can be utilized if you have the control of mind to utilize it for good reasons, and that you don't have any attachment to it to become egoistic showing. So, so Shri Hanuman teaches that the power, the physical attributes, then the mind control, the dedication, then the love that he had for Ma Sita and Shri Ramji. So that's what he teaches us, that he lifted dimension. So the laws of even nature, he can actually fly, and he can lift a mountain. You know, when he was requested to bring the Sanjeevani, for treatment of Lakshmanji. So this is what it is. This is possibility when you grow yourself in it. Effort you have to put. Maybe you can't reach that level in this lifetime, but you become in another lifetime, because the subtle body carries the good karma as well as the bad karma. Right? Now, to lift yourself, if you can increase the strength of your abdominal muscles, because we need this for proper breathing. Okay, now in your legs. So over time, all these are possible if you can do this exercise. And these are very important because you really need your tummy core muscles to help your breathing. Right? Push your back of your hand, the triceps, exercises of your muscles behind your back, trapezius. All these are usually left. Okay, so your weight is the best guide as to how much weight you need to lift. So this, your body is actually quite responsible in this manner. Whatever weight you have, it will support you to do this exercise. So lie down, go 45 degrees angle, hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, touch the floor back up, right on. Keep doing it. So feel the little bit of pain in your tummy. So you're utilizing these muscles. Open your leg, outside in, then in and out. Push it up as much as you can. Shoulder extend, okay? So go up, hold it. Open your legs. Push. Bicycle, front, back. Down. Push back. Now halasana, like a plow. Push your legs as far back as possible. Usually a bit more stiff in the morning, but do it anyway. Push as much as you can. Keep doing. We do, as I said, minimum 3 times. Yeah. Now, Pawan Mukta Asana. Push your knee towards your nostril. Press. Stand side. And then both knees. Lift up. Up. Okay, massage. Nice and good. Now go side to side. Your side muscles. Handle these things sticking out in people, okay? Look after that. You have these yogic exercises are all targeting every single muscle, joint in your body. From head to toe, we are utilizing it, as you realize by the end of it. That's what the purpose is. It takes about half an hour to do. But in that period, but half an hour is nothing. People are just take half an hour to get dressed to drive to a gym. In that time, you would have done anyway. Now push, Matrishasana. Lift your pelvic, so exercise your pelvic floor muscles. So push, 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 up, up. Lift your leg up. Come back, Chakrasana. Support your neck. With your hands, lift yourself up. Hands on the back, ankles together. Okay, Makarasana. It's called like Makara. Okay, so twist your spine now, right? Your ankles together, knees together. So you look at the opposite end and push your knees on the opposite side. So it's very, very helpful, okay, for your back, your vertebral column, okay. The twisting and turning of spinal cord is essential to help push your CSF or cerebrospinal fluid, which actually grows right top to your brain. The brain is looked after by this fluid. If you don't do exercises for spinal cord, the fluid probably moves just once in 24 hours. And it can even be more, slowed if you're really not actually moving. That's why mobility is so important. Not only for physical body, but for your mental function. Because the CSF is the nutrient component for the brain cells. That's a twist. So that's why yogi exercise, a lot of them are doing with, like it's their flexibility exercise of your back. It combines with your joints, other tissues, muscles, but with your spinal cord. And later on we'll do the breathing exercise. The breathing exercise then puts it all together. Move. Right? Be rhythmic. Feel it, all of it. It's the navasana, both balance. Right? Come on. Now, as you sit in what's called Gomukhasana. So again on the sacrum, you notice Sadhguru, he always sits on the sacrum, yeah? He's always able to stimulate the source, the power of energy that is within all of us. So he sits on this. It's a Gomukhasana, here, like sitting on it. Now push the left ankle over right knee, your right elbow behind your left knee. Now push the body. Look as far back as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend your hands. Right hand. Make it. Now lift your left hand above your neck. Right hand from the back. And then if you can hold. And then touch your knee. Chin inside. Gomukh. Cow pose. Very, very. See how much involvement it is from your toes to the pelvis to right top of your head, neck level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend your hand. Then your right hand above your head, left from the back. Try and hold the fingers. And then kiss the right knee. Sit down. Now while you're sitting, do this tapping exercise. Okay, so tap millions of receptors, okay, on your palms and soles of your feet. Skin is the ectodermal structure, or embryologically, which is the same part which makes your brain. The receptors in here are all similar to the brain. And when you stimulate, even exposure to sun, that's why early morning sun exposure is very powerful. But by tapping, you are stimulating these connections that you have. Simple thing. Also, it has the impact of grounding. So by tapping, you can ground the electrical energy in you. So each cell has 1.4 volts, and there are about 100 billion, okay, cells in your body. There's electrical charge in your body. That's how we are when we are vibrations. So it needs grounding. So tapping is helpful. Walking on grass, that's why our, Aja, Nana, Nanis and our forefathers used to walk early morning without shoes on grass, especially in the dew. Very helpful for grounding. Or sea water or natural environment, anywhere they're safe to do it. Okay? Press. Do same thing with your palm. So you can massage, you can tap, you can. This when there's no side effect to this. It's only anything that happens is only goodness. So clapping, why do we clap? Same thing. And why we say appreciate others. It's a good behavior. We appreciate others by clapping. But what it does to you is actually far more greater for you, actually. That's what the rule is of universe. When you are kind to others, the kindness helps you many thousand times more. When you give something to help poor people, money, etc., that money comes back to you in thousands of multiplied ways. So goodness, when you express, even including this clapping or namaste, saying I appreciate your presence, this thing is already now helping you. Okay, so all the goodness is, but the ego differentiates it. This is the problem of living in third dimension. It makes you think, oh, you become small. So you ego makes you think that you are the bully or the boss. So it doesn't want you to clap everyone. It doesn't want you to say thank you to everyone. It doesn't want you to bend down. But see the difference between the ego self and a heart-based living? As soon as you go into this fourth dimension, heart-based living, every expression of goodness for others is 100,000 times multiplied in benefit for you at the level of your chemical mediators that we express, your gene amplification, the epigenetics of the whole creation that we have is dependent on our mind, our environment. Not the genes are they're the formula. They're not the reason what we express as the individuals. Even at the physical level, it's actually what was epigenetics. This is something on top of the gene, which has a direct input in it. Science accepts these things now. Okay, so clap. Now press radial artery. Okay, so in a circular motion. So if you're heavy doing this, your blood flow will be good. Now use your hands in this space here. It's called cubital fossa. Push your thumb and try and hit this bone here, acromion. Okay, do this. So this balances your acid base. Okay, so we secrete acid, 2 molar hydrochloric acid. Imagine pouring it to someone. It's so strong, but it's secreted in our tummy to digest. You have to balance it together. Otherwise, you get all these sorts of imbalanced acid secretion in our tummy or base, that's the other component of it, to neutralize it. So this exercise balances it. Okay, so when we do this, when we're young, we used to measure these things by when the muscles are not full. But if you do these exercises, it will keep you off your reflux, other stomach issues people have. Will help you, but not one time only. You have to do it as a habit. All these things. Okay. Now press. Use your fingertips. Press on top of your head, all around your head. So 99% of the stress sits around this scalp muscle that we have, around your eyes, around your cheek, chin, all this. Again, tapping releases this spasm that it accumulates when you are living at a very low reactive state, reptilian mind-based reactive. So that accumulates these chemicals that get secreted because of our state of mind at that level. You get blood pressure, all these things starts happening because of this stress. So tapping helps it. Tap here, the large arteries sit around here. Okay, if you tap on it, if you feel lack of energy, it will stimulate energy. Your arms, same thing. Now make a fist, put under your right armpit, breathe in through the right nostril and out through the left. Change side, right and the left. Now breathe to the left. Nostrils are given for breathing, okay, not your mouth. Learn to breathe through your nostrils. This exercise was to help you open your nostrils all the time. Breathing through each of the nostrils is directly associated with your what's called Ida Pingla, the main three nadis that are inside us in spinal cord. And they relate to different aspects of our brain. If our brain is not hemi-synchronized, meaning right and left are both not working, you are just dominant on one side. It's hard. It's not complete. There's two sides. It's given for reason. So breath, and we'll do more breath later, is the medium to actually synchronize your hemispheres of your brain. And they are directly related to the position of moon and sun. Right? Now face the floor. You can either do the plank or you can do push-up. Let's do say 100 push-ups. Lie down flat. Push your hands upwards and legs down like a Superman. Like you're flying. Push. Now rest your chin on your thumbs. Bring your leg towards the bum. Push as much as you can. Lift yourself up and look at your right side of your ankle. Change side. Left side. Now bind your hands together, Sarapasana or snake pose, legs together, move your body side to side. Now hands by your side, lift your legs up, touch the floor, back up. One more time. Open your legs, open, in and out and in. Hold your ankle, bring it to yourself, pull, and as you breathe out, push yourself up. Go side to side, right and left. Now lift your right ankle, hold with your left hand and stretch as much as you can. Change side. Now balance yourself on one knee, lift up. Change side. Now be on one knee, right knee. Extend your left leg and your right hand. So you're just balancing with your left hand and right knee. Change side. Push your right leg in. Extend your right hand and touch the floor. Change side. Stamp left leg inside. Right is straight. Left hand is straight. Come up on 4. Right. So like a camel. Breathe in and out as you come up. Push your tummy in and rotate your tummy, okay? Come up, push clockwise. Do it anti-clock now. Breathe out. Clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Child pose, like Balakasana. Just the floor, go down, down, touch. And you reverse namaste on your back, like a namaste. That's a reverse one, not in the front, in the back now, and touch the floor, go down. Sthirasana, push yourself up. Okay. As far back as you can go, push, push, push. Now sit on your ankle and push back as much as you can. Now try and go all the way, touch the floor now, okay? If you can do it, do it. If you can't, don't push anything, okay? Just do it your own level, outpace. But if you keep practicing, it becomes easier. Sit, it's called Vajrasana, this position. In Vajrasana, now, finger palms together, put at your belly button and breathe out, go down. Increase the pressure via one of your hands. If you have stomach problems, hernia, etc., please don't do it. Push. Change side, right hand. Let's go down. Now along your thighs at the level of your belly button, the sides, there's kidneys around here, adrenal glands. Again, pulp of fingers, go down. Now sit, this position. Open your hands, keep your neck straight, look at the fingers on the right side, okay? Move your eyeballs. On the left side, go diagonally up, right side. Left side downwards. Go left side up now, diagonal. Right side diagonally downwards. Horizontal again, right side. Left side. Hands on your thighs, look far away, as far as possible. Then quickly tip of your nose far away. Tip of your nose far away. Tip of your nose. Go clockwise 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Anti-clockwise 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Now very gently, clockwise, move your neck, nice and softly, don't push. Now anti-clockwise, 3 times again, nice and soft. Exercise wheel, neck muscles, push your right chin against your right head, push, push. Go left side, push downwards, front, back, your shoulders in and out and in. Extend your hand, exercise for your wrist, pull and push, rotate your wrist, your shoulders again, right? Okay, see how I am saying? From right to your toes to the top, even including the eyes. These are yogic exercises. Now, this is a bit difficult, but if you can try and lift yourself. If you can, go on the side. On your tummy. Balance. Lie down, flat, and lift yourself without use of your hands, okay? So let's just keep practicing. One day you'll be able to do it if you keep practicing that, huh? Okay, no stretching, just go up, lift yourself. Right, now stand up. Standing, feel the space, this nothingness around us. There's 90%, 99% is space, only 1% is solid, even in your body, each cell. The electrons, protons, and neutrons, they make only 1%. Everything is space. The more you connect with this space, that's why the antennas are there for real purpose. If you leave it randomly for the ego-based person, it's only for physical only, touch. What you visualize or hear, you are stuck in it. The real abundance is in nothingness, okay? Nothingness in sense of our ego self, we can't see anything. But, technology shows us, your TV, your radio, your phone, everything. There's these waves here. So how about you yourself, develop yourself in terms of connecting. So this is the greatest part of yogic training. You become part of this nothingness where there is no duality then. You're part of this what's called the unified field. That there is, in which there is everything. What you lack is your alignment in connecting this. So yoga teaches this thing again. So there's a mantra in Yajurveda, chapter 11, totally is involved with all these activities. And mantra 14 says, Om Yogi Yogi Tavasram. Vaje Vaje Havamahe Sakhaya Indram Utaye. Read, find this thing, this how you develop this antennas, how your Wi-Fi starts actually increasing in this capability of you to connect to this unified field. That's really detailed in darshan, called Yogic Darshan by Rishi Patanjali. Then this is taught to Sri Ram by Rishi Vasisht Muniji. Sri Ramji lives. Sri Krishna learns from his guru the same teachings. And Sri Krishna then teaches Arjuna in Gita. The all 18 chapters are on this part of our life. Okay, so it's in our books. It's nothing of mine, okay? Right? Jump. Learn to be still. Stillness comes from learning to be living in solitude, learning to be in silence. Then you can feel this space. Be like a plant, still. And be flexible enough at the same time when the wind comes so that there is a cyclone, so that you don't break your back, or a tree doesn't break its stem. We learn from the trees. It's called Brikshasana. Straighten. Why make your life harder for nothing by looking at the temperatures every single day for what will happen in the weekend? And your whole week goes and weekend also gets destroyed. There are times that you need to plan functions and things. That's a different reason. But if you become into the habit of doing this, rather than living the life, you're not living anything. So on one leg now. These are called Brikshasana, tree poses. Become still, become focused. Your intellect increases. Balance, warrior pose. Up, lift your left leg. Inside. Be part of it. The space that is there now, you're connected to it. like the best phone is of no use with hundreds of beautiful apps when it has no Wi-Fi. What is this beautiful body for you when you are not able to utilize because you are not connected to the abundance anyway? Go down, come up, hold your ears, down, up, go down again, and Malasana, hold it, stay here for a while, come up, exercise your knees, go clockwise 3 times, anti-clockwise, your hips, move them, flexibility exercises, okay? Keep your focus. Don't let your mind run away. I keep talking for that reason, so that I can hold your mind. Your mind is like a monkey. It never sits. It never sits, and that's part of the ego self. If you're sitting, if you're static in your mind, the ego will go away, and ego wouldn't want that to happen. So that's why you get 60, 70,000 thoughts a day, and it exhausts you. How much? We don't do much physical work anymore these days at all. But why are you so tired? Thoughts make you more tired than your physical work, okay? So learn to hold this. Okay, so keep being in the moment. Okay, Trikonasana, like a trigonometry, comes from Hinduism. Most of these principles of mathematics, calculus, everything comes from Hinduism, from Vedas. Okay, so touch, lift up, down, bend your knee, go down. Called Chandra Namaskar. So gratitude to the moon. Its position in helping what happens for Earth in terms of the plants and everything. The impact of light reflected from it has wonders for Earth. The ocean, the movement, our body. This is called Chandra Namaskar. So gratitude exercise to the moon itself. Keep stretching. Up. You'll feel good because you are flexible. You're producing the right chemicals in your body. Your glands, so many of them inside us. If you don't activate them, they become dull. That's a rule of anything in life. Okay, ultimate gratitude exercise is called Surya Namaskar. Look towards the sun. Without sun, there is no universe. Express gratitude for it, for its energy that we have, the gravity of it. Gives this power of Earth in orbiting and spinning. And very powerful. If you learn to say thank you, so you express gratitude. So if you have all enemies around, you can't say thank you to your husband or wife or any neighbor or your workmates. Just do it to the sun. Sun doesn't do any harm to anyone. But learn to express gratitude. That is what I'm trying to say. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and touch your toes. Push your right leg back. Go down. Asthangasana. Chin, knee and toes are touching. Lift up. Bhujanga. And then go into a mountain pose. Parvatasana. Lift your right leg. Followed by left leg. Push your left leg in and come up all the way. The first cycle, do from the left side now. Same thing, breathe in. Breathe out, push, push, push. Touch your toes. This time left leg. First, then right leg. Asthangasana, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left followed by right, right leg in, all the way up. Nice and good. Second cycle from the right side, breathe in and breathe out. In and out, touch your toes, push your right leg back, plank, Bhujanga, Parvatasana, right leg, left leg in, all the way up. Now do it from the left side, second cycle, breathe in, Breathe out, in and out. Touch your toes. Push your left leg back. Right. Ashtang Bhujang Parvat. Left, right leg in. All the way up. Third cycle from the right side. Breathe in and out. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, third cycle from the left side. Breathe in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only 3 cycles we did. My friends, 3 cycles. Imagine doing 20 cycles. You get the full cardio workout. Your heart rate will increase to whatever number you want. And the exercise is so good in itself, it brings it down very quickly as well. Very, very good exercise. Can't do anything, just do Surya Namaskar. Right now. Now, if you can do this balance exercise, you can try this. If you can't, don't worry. Lift yourself up on your elbows. And if you can do headstand, do the headstand, or you can just do the shoulder stand while I'm doing the headstand, okay? So let the blood flow down easily. Lift up. All right. Okay, so the last exercise is called Shavasana. We come to the end of the physical exercises. Okay. Now, you can lie down. I know you all like to just lie down, and our default mode is to be in comfort. But comfort is the cause of issues for this body. Alright, so lie down flat. It's called Shavasana or dead man pose. Alright, so lie down flat. Hands by your side, little separated from your body. Legs also little separated, not too much, about 1.5 inch, something like that, just little away from each other. Your neck straight upwards. Your eyes are closed, but your inner eyes wide open now. Exercise itself has this impact of actually removing thoughts for your mind and produces the endorphins and other good feeling hormones, so you are more relaxed now. Actually, your beta wave actually starts coming down to your brain waves in a lower level, like an alpha state. There's lots of good feelings about it. And by default, people who do yoga and don't understand all the significance of it still will get benefit, because you are going to get it. Your brain waves come down. So now, I take you deep. Cycle through your body in a subtle manner now, not in the physical manner, but the physiological functions that happen inside your body, we need to actually visit that too. The physical we did it, now we do the mental, the physiological part of it. So sleep is given by the Creator as a default mechanism for you to heal, repair, regenerate. That's why sleep is there. And on average, you require 7 to 8 hours sleep. But it has very strict preconditions. If you're going to eat late and then sleep, the cycle goes away. If you're going to have alcohol and sleep, same thing happens. If you have phone and things prior to sleeping, then all these cycles are disturbed. But our rishis, or the rishis are called our scientists, they wrote this or prescribed this stuff that they knew people will be busy. They won't be able to do all those ideals in their life, either eating, drinking. So you do these exercises to complement the shortcomings of what we do in life. So this is called Yog Nidra. Nidra means sleep, yogic sleep, which replicates the different phases of your brain waves that it goes through in sleep in helping you heal yourself. So breathe in through your nostrils. Deep breath, follow the breath right to the lungs. Visualize what happens is oxygen is binding to hemoglobin in red blood cells and it is carried to the heart. Heart is a machine pump. Within microseconds, it's pumping it to your entire body from toe to your brain. Your input is very minimal except for the breath. So breathe deeply. Be attentive of your breath. Now as you breathe out, press on your belly button. The second breath is called apana. So visualize the blood retains from toes, head to the heart to lungs, and how reverse function happens where toxic gases, carbon dioxide, others are taken out through your breath now. You're not doing much. Your responsibility is to breathe properly. But we are lazy people, we don't even breathe properly. Breathing means diaphragmatic breathing, not your chest wall breathing. That requires concentration. And we are very poor in concentrations. Breathe again deeply. As you breathe, now this time, breathe out by pressing on your belly button, but put your attention right above the belly button. The third prana is called saman. As you're exhaling, visualize the presence of sun in yourself. Gives you glow, the growth of this body, the power. Now breathe deeply again. Deep breath. Include the first three, and now as you breathe out, pressing on your belly button, move yourself in your eyes right to the level of your chin. The fourth prana is called Udana. Udana is reflective of the fluidity of this body. See, earth can only survive because there is ocean, 70 to 80% ocean. Each of your cells has 80% water in it too. You are bathed in the fluids. I told you about cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, which runs along your spine, washes your brain cells, your eyes, the tears, the emotions it expresses. The nostrils are lined by these mucus producing glands, so helps you breathe. So learn to breathe through nostrils. Your mouth has secretions, salivary glands, so that's why you need to eat wholesome food. Your lungs are surrounded by fluid. Heart, your abdominal organs, each of these organs are surrounded by fluid. And you know, a baby grows in water itself for 9 months. And I keep reminding that water is the best drink, like natural water, any forms of mineral water, coconut water. So learn to have enough water to drink, because that's how you can help with this fluidity. And the fluidity is required for electrical impulses that are passed through your body. Each of these cells gives this softness, the gentleness. Breathe again deeply. As you breathe out, include the 4 stages that we went through, and then the 5th one is called Vyana. Now press your tummy, but extend your thought process all the way from top of your head to the toes. It's called Vyana. Vyana reflects each and every component of the physical self that we are. 40,000 kilometers of arteries, veins, nerves, 205 bones, muscle, tendons, ankle, all these joints, your physiological, your biological, your chemical reactions that happens in the body, the genes, the epigenetics, the molecular level of function, and still that what we don't understand within the physical attributes of this body, it includes everything within it. But we are still only talking about the physical body. The subtle body will talk during the breath process. And even the current sharir or the soul aspect will do it through the meditation. So each of these have a specific aspect into each component of this body. The 5 more pranas called Naga, Kurma, Karikal, they are the Dhananjay. They are associated with peristalsis, food movement, hiccups, eyelid movement, birth process, etc. All subtle movements within this body are pranic shaktis. If you learn yourself how to utilize this, it's very beneficial for you. So knowledge is very important. That's why I'm sharing the knowledge. The rest is on you. Rest, nobody can help you with that. If you don't practice, don't take time out of it, don't repeat these things, then it's all just a theory only. But I'm sharing the knowledge so that you can get the first step in your life. Because without knowledge, there is no hope. Breathe deeply. Now, the second subconscious activity that happens within us is digestion. So, breath was first. So, you can't live. Most people will die after 3-5 minutes of stopping the breath. Imagine how powerful breath is, that if you stopped, you are dead within minutes. But if you learn to control it, people can stay without breathing for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Imagine the power that you then obtain. Same thing with food, the second part. Now, your choice or control of food is what you put in your mouth. Beyond that, you don't have control. It's subconscious activity. You have a brain, you are a human. If you have the knowledge about this body system, then you will know to put the right food in your mouth. It's not about ideology, belief, or anything, or somebody fearful. No. What is the body structure that you have? Knowledge, again, is power. We have different type of teeth compared to carnivores. We have salivary glands which produce juices. We are supposed to eat food in wholesome manner. So that, and different colors, because of blood pressure, heart rate, brain function, activity starts in your mouth. A simple rule is anything that your eyes see at a physical level is not attractive to you should not be put in your mouth. That in itself your body is telling you. That's why we don't have butchers in the streets near coals or anything. We hide the truth, the pain, but we get the fakeness of something so you don't feel that. We have very long intestine, 40 centimeters of esophagus, 8 meters of small bowel, 2 meters of large bowel. When you have a long intestine, food that needs to be put in is what requires proper digestion, not that the food that is already made into food, which is meat, because that food is already made by the animal. But our system is such that it requires it to be digested from mouth, starting from mouth, and very long. And we have 38 trillion bacteria, and then bacteria require these plant-based food. If you put something else, their number goes down. And when you have imbalance of microbes in your tummy, you get diseases. This is science now validating all these things. Diabetes, high blood pressure, heart problem, brain function, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, all these things, even cancers, are associated with your habits of putting wrong things in your mouth. Because your tummy system Once you put it in, it doesn't know, it just does its function. And if it's not the right thing, it starts damaging. So alcohol does that, animal fat does that, food which are refined and oiled and cooked in a manner repeatedly by that very high heat, they're all very damaging. Your intestine looks after 70% of your immune system. 50% of good feeling hormones are secreted here. There are more brain type of cells in your tummy than in your brain. So this is not some kind of factory. It's living on its organ that needs to be looked after. Breathe deeply. Now put your attention to the sides of your tummy. There's bean-shaped structure called kidney. The third physiological subconscious activity that happens is excretion, and we seriously don't have any input in it. Only thing you could do is like drink proper water, not soda, not alcohol, not all these mixed things. So that your kidney flushes your blood, takes out the toxins, other you'll get poison if there is not kidney there. Help your body by doing the right things. So kidney takes out our toxins. But what about the toxins that we produce by breathing? We're always producing gases. We are sweating. As I'm speaking, I'm spitting. These are bad things that are produced from the body. How do you balance that? That's why yajna ceremony is done. The fire ceremony we do. Because the fire ceremony takes responsibility of what dirt we produce by our breath, by talking, by sweating, by spitting. It produces formic acid and other compounds that actually neutralizes the toxins that we are producing. That's why it should be done. It's not for pleasing God or anything. It's taking responsibility of what we produce, toxins that we are producing. Dogs know how to do it, cats know how to do it, animals know how to look after their rubbish. But our sewerage system is run by council. But what about your sweat? What about the spit? What about all this we produce? It's our duty. That's why its fire ceremony needs to be done. And secondly, a fire ceremony helps you do gratitude exercise. Because whatever little that we have in terms of food, herbs, your rice, your components, we add in the fire amplifies it. And we thank the Creator for giving us that in our lives so that we have some food. We have healthy herbs for ourselves. It's a thank you exercise. And it's a very non-attached exercise, because the fire, when it produces vapors, plants are inhaling it, animals are inhaling it, your neighbor is inhaling it, your community is inhaling it, and it goes in the atmosphere. So you did an activity by doing a fire ceremony, not only cleansing your environment, your home, but you shared such powerful air around for animals and plants and humans. That's why it's called the highest level of activity that you can do on Nishkam Karam. Breathe deeply. So any opportunity you get, please do these things. Not only you are looking after the climate, your weather, your home, but you are expressing gratitude in a very non-attached manner. Now take your attention to the fingertips, move to the wrist, to your elbows, to the shoulders, back of your neck, go down the 33 vertebral columns that we have, behind your bum, behind your knee, behind your ankle, the sole of your feet come in the front, your ankle, the bones in your legs, the knee, patella, kneecap, your thighs, your muscles, come to the tummy level. There's the spine. Keep your third eye around the spine. On the left side it's called Ida, on the right side it's called Pingla. In the middle it's called Shushumna, the three main nadis of the 72,000 nadis. Ida is associated with the position of moon and its impact on us, hormone production. Pingla, the sun, the circadian rhythm, time to sleep, time to wake up, the blue light in the morning produces serotonin, other stuff so that you have energy to work in the day. In the evening, look at the red light, produces melatonin, produces DMT, produces all these powerful chemical mediators in your body so that your immune system is strong. So, and you sleep properly in the night. So these nadis, when they are regulated, that's why we do breathing exercise, left and right. When they are coherent, then the Sushumna nadi in the middle opens up. So your Muladhara energy moves up through each of those channels right to the top of your head. And that is what evolves a person, moves from third dimension, ego self, to heart-based living. And then your antennas open, your senses are going deeper, rather than only on little physical attributes, but you are becoming a Wi-Fi. Your connection to the universe is happening like your phone can connect to the wide world of, www.web. It does. Your body will start doing the same thing. You are connecting to the abundance. The whole universe is there for you, but are you doing anything to connect to it? So breathe deeply. Deep breath. Now visualize the two eyes that you have. Beyond that, what interprets those photos, the light that goes into your eyeball? Be that, you are that. Not the eyeball. It only receives the eye. Same thing with hearing. Same thing with your two nostrils, the smell. Same thing with your taste bud. Don't be stuck with this superficial 10% of its power that we are utilizing. There's 90% of its power just sitting behind. Or the 5 action modes, your hands, your feet, your speech, how do you talk, your reproductive organ, your excretory organ. These are the channeling part to your body. Breathe deeply. Now bring your attention to the sacrum. Move up the channels. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Trikudi, Ajna Chakra, Sahasra on top. Now after these physical attributes of this body, you have this subtle body with these nadi systems. Now you can travel beyond this body because you have this subtle body. You know how mind can travel so fast? You are here, it's in America now, moon, Mars, everywhere. What is doing it? That's your subtle self. There is a component in us which can travel right inside the sun. It doesn't get destroyed. It's your subtle body. There's a silver cord which attaches yourself to this movement by your inner self, subtle body. Now if you become master of it, then you have control. Otherwise it flickers all the time. It's running all over the world, everywhere, and you have no real output of it. But if you control it, then you can direct it. It's like sunlight. If you can focus it through a lens, you can create fire. You must have done the experiment in primary school or high school. So that's sunlight when you focus. Same thing with this subtle body. When you can focus it like a laser focus, it becomes very powerful. So move yourself out of your body now at the seedling level. Watch this, your physical body. It's like a car. You are the driver of it, that's subtle self. This body itself is not doing anything. There is a driver behind it. And we are trying to reach that driver of ourselves. Because the driver is actually at the moment camouflaged by the ego self. And that ego self will never let you be happy, never let you be in peace. Every single day it will bring another reason for you to be unhappy, blame someone. Every single day it will find another reason, believe me. That's why people are so miserable and behave like this. Because it's an ego self which they are living by, not their true self, because their true self is very loving, very caring, it's godly. But that's why this is called Satan life. because you're living this ghost life. That's your true self, and you're miserable. And then miserable life causes diseases in you. It alters your gene actually. So be very careful of what is happening to yourself. So travel now 500 kilometers above the earth. It's called zero gravity. International Space Station. Now just Elon Musk brought the two astronauts which were stuck there for 9 months, poor guys. They're back on earth now. So good on this guy, doing so many good things to the world. Watch, earth is spinning. Now you can use the subtle body to see how earth is going around 22,000 kilometers per second. It takes 365 days to make one circle around the sun. At the same time, it's tilting at 18,000 kilometers per second, so we get 6 seasons. But we don't feel anything while we're on earth. There's good reasons we don't feel, otherwise we'll feel dizzy. We won't survive. In the same way, we don't feel our heartbeat, our internal organ functions, machinery that's happening. Because it will become very miserable if you start listening even to do that. But your true self is in that. That is the purpose of yoga, to go into who you truly are. At the moment, it is all camouflaged. Then you can find this entire sound of the creation in your ears. The taste buds will get this spectrum of taste you don't know, or limited by salt, sugar, and fat. Your eyes, the beauty of creation beyond the limitations of what we see. This is your antennas. Then they start seeing this. They start feeling. Then you are in fulfillment. Then you are in total joy. Because these things are very temporary. They never make you. You know how people keep flying overseas, I'm going holiday, I'm going, putting pasture, others are coping and they are miserable. They become more sick after the holiday actually. But this is what will happen when you are dependent on little things to make you happy. You'll never be happy in life. Because your senses are limited in its capability. Now keep traveling. Beyond now, International Space Station, the position of moon about 384,000 kilometers from here, or sun 153 million kilometers from here, or the space between the sun, moon, earth. That is, Vaikuntha, the place where Nishkita is speaking with Yamaraj, talking about life. Read the books, please. Upanishads are full of these dialogues of life and that plane of existence. Very beautiful teachings are there of life. Now within the Milky Way, the sun holding our planets together is traveling around its star. Imagine that now. Sun is not still even. It travels around 250,000 kilometers per second. Takes 250 million years to make one orbit around its star. It's made 23 cycles, there's 22 left. It's about 14 billion, 13.5 billion years of this creation, Brahma's day and night. Well, 100 Chaturi Yugas we call it. This is all within the Vedas. Now the science is actually validating these things. Then our sun goes around its star, then there are 300 billion stars like that in our galaxy. Then there are 300 or more billion galaxies like that. What is the limit? Is there any limit to creation? How small we are. So understanding the universe itself gives you this knowledge to make you understand how irrelevant we are in context of the creation, so that you don't become this bully person you are. Makar Santi, this phase of good time that we had, Mahakumbh Sri Ram's birthday, Hindu New Year, now yesterday Hanuman Jayanti, all very positive astronomical alignments for you to guide your life at another level. Utilize this energy, abundance that is there for you so that you learn how to connect with them. So parallel universes of everything that there are, or time dilation, so that you have that energy of being healthy and living to the ultimate level of your life. Earth-like planet, like the closest one is called Alpha Centauri, about 4.5 light years from here. 1 light year is about 10 million kilometers. Or what's called Event Horizon, about 25 million light years from the time. There's no time or space. Everything is one. Particles, waves, mass, gravity, black hole, quasar light, pulsar light. So what it teaches you, this solitude in your life, the silence, living in silence. It can become very lonely, but that loneliness is what will give you this abundance, the infinity of creation that you'll connect through the silver cord that is traveling, helping you travel like a spacecraft. Or the cosmic horizon of 50 million light years from here. So Rig Ved, the Sadhya Sutta describes this thing very nicely. We know 3% of the world light is called universe. 17% is light matter, 28% dark matter, the rest is dark energy. And the 97% beyond, we don't even know what is there. Or what we understand, the Vedas very nicely explains this no duality of creation, from your body functions into senses to mind to brain to ego to your soul, and soul beyond that to that Purush, that super consciousness. Everything is expressed in a unified manner as one, but we have different forms of it. But if you align and join that, then the expression of reality is at a very different level. Or the quantum mechanics of what we understand now, parallel universes, quantum jumping, quantum entanglement of who you are. So you can live at the different planes of your existence that rightfully is yours. So keep being with the silver cord. Bring yourself back into this physical body. So mind is helping you. Rishi Munis, that's how they wrote all this information, because they were utilizing, they had such high level of capability to travel. And that's how Vedas are written in our books then thereafter, which describes the entire creation, the earth, everything, our human body is based on this power, yogic power. So breathe deeply, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So come up, sit. So it's called Yoga Nidra, part of Shavasana. So it is called Shavasana. Alright? So Shavasana, we did. Now, if you missed your sleep, you've covered it in this about 20 minutes that I took you through the ride of your body. Because sleep by default does that activity for you in the night. But if you sleep properly then, in the right time waking up. But if you didn't, then you miss it. So Yoga Nidra, that's why this awareness exercise is very powerful. Now, how do you look after your subtle body? Your subtle body is looked after by breath. Breath is your link between your physical self to your subtle body, your mind. The breath is the link. So we utilize breath now to activate our subtle self, so that your intuition power, the Wi-Fi of this body, your connectivity within broad sides of your brain gets synchronized and balanced. Then the benefits come to you, not at only a mental level, but your physical level. You become healthier. You know how to live life. You're not running, chasing after little things in life. You're not miserable anymore. You're not dependent on alcohol or parties or anything. But if you are anywhere, you are enjoying the most as well at the same time. without need for any of these kind of artificial things to push you. So doing breathing exercises now takes you to yet another realm of living. The first one is called Bhastika. So I told you in the beginning, noses are for breathing, not mouth. Use your nose. The mucous linings in your mouth, in your nose, produces nitric oxide and other elements which control your blood pressure, your heart rate, your brain function. So use your nostrils. Okay? So push. Yeah, learn how to do it. It's called Bhastika. See how I'm targeting my belly area? So it's moving my belly button, and I told you in the beginning, you use your diaphragm, your tummy to breathe, not your chest. Your chest breathing produces a lot of carbon dioxide accumulation in your blood and it causes stress. So use your tummy. So that's why, see how it's being pushed and pulled? It will take time, not overnight. So you have to keep practicing. After a few years, then it becomes easy. It's much more harder than running and walking. Even gym exercise is easier than doing these tummy exercises because you're targeting with your breath. One more time. Okay, so in this way you are filling up with your lungs with oxygen, and you know your body and your brain functions by oxygen. If you don't know how to put enough oxygen in your lung, how can you help yourself? That's why it's so important. If you have a strong diaphragm, if you have strong core muscles in your tummy, your adrenal gland is balanced so that you don't produce these stress hormones. Your metabolism is good. Your weight control is much better. So you don't have to take, injections of this and that. So learn how to utilize this pranic energy that we all have. This is the best pharmacy of the world. Your body itself has it. But we are neglecting because we are lazy people. Nothing else. Humans are very lazy. That's the problem. You need some discipline and sacrifice to do these things. Then your inner pharmacy will ignite. Okay, so that's called Bhastika. Now, the second one is called Agnisa. Agni means fire, Sar means that channel. So you breathe in deeply, breathe out everything. When you breathe out, hold the breath. See, like fasting is very beneficial for your tummy, it gives you exercise and helps clear your mind and tummies and in the functions that have associated with your digestion. If you learn how to hold breath, the efficiency of oxygenation gets better. Apart from that, your subtle body, the nadis, the channeling power increases. You are able to move your source, the energy from the Mooladhara upwards. You get better heart and brain coherence. You get better brain and pelvic organ coherence. So that you are able to utilize the energy self that is there within you. So breathe in, hold the breath as long as you can. While you are holding, push the belly button out and in, out and in. Yeah. So you are now segregating. See, belly button. I told you about the Manipur chakra energy, the fire. This is what makes you physically energetic. Then in, out. So that's Agnisar. Okay, so hold it as long. Initially, it will be only few seconds, but over time, you'll go up to half a minute, up to a minute. And as I said, Swami Dayanand used to be able to do it for 30, 40 minutes. But he practiced so from 21st year of his life, he started doing all these things. That's why he achieved so much. He only lived up to 59 years. People killed him. But in 59 years, what he did, whatever Hinduism was left, and Vedic knowledge and Upanishads, the true knowledge of Gita, was brought back by him. In short time, because of these exercises that he did, his intellect became so refined. Breathe again. Okay, breathe again deeply. So when we hold the breath, we are pushing our belly button in and out. Try and focus it, your mind there, and use the muscles. See how important those exercises were now? When you do those exercises, your muscles become stronger. Then you can do this exercise. Otherwise, you can't. Everything in life requires practice and time. Nothing comes just by thinking. So you have to spend some time, you have to do some activity. The more knowledge you have of the right things to do in life and you spend the time, the benefits are 100% there. But without doing, it's all only fantasy world. You have to do something. Now next one is called Ujjayi. U means, Jai, victory. Victory over what? Victory over your ego self. So use your heart-based living. See the vibrations? We keep talking about vibrations, frequencies, energy. You can feel by this breathing exercise, Ujjayi Pranayam, the vibratory power within your throat, upper area is very powerful. There's lots of important organs around here. Put your chin on your chest now, increase even the vibratory capability of you. When you fill your lung, then lift your neck up. Close your right nostril, breathe out through the left side. Now, if you can roll your tongue, breathe in through your tongue, out through your nostrils. Breathe again. Now close your lips and breathe through your lips. So teeth together, breathe in through your lips. Now, enter full breath in, then full breath out, Vahibriti. As you're breathing out, pull your tongue out. When you do that, you are emptying your lung. There's about 500 milliliters of air that is always sitting in the lung. So it's actually dead space called. So utilize better the entire alveolar spaces of the lung capability to oxygenate you. So that's where the energy comes from. This is what is your inner pharmacy. All these organs are utilized at a higher level. If you leave it to randomness and you do shallow breathing and don't know how to do exercises, proper food and things, these become dull inside you. Your system becomes very quiet. You are not actually producing all the hormones, the chemical mediators, the immune modulatory components in yourself, including oxygenation. So in, out, Avantarabhiti, breathe in and hold as much as you can. When you breathe out, see, I mean, Maoris do it at the moment, they still kept that culture. They push the tongue out. It stimulates, gives them power, energy. Oxygenation is better. Before a game, they do it. Kalima, you'll see the tongue is out. So it stimulates your uvula, the back of your neck. This is power source in you. You see the Kalima, the picture. That's why it's like that. See, our ancestors left so many things in symbols. The symbols are the language of all the important things of life. But if we don't know how to read these signals and symbols that are there, then that's why people don't understand. They're just literally looking at what the superficial eye is watching, and they get they're lost in it. You have to go beyond. Avantarabhiti, out, Vahibriti. Now Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati is the next breathing size. Kapal is your anterior fontanelle, the top of your head. See, it's open. A child up to 2 years. And the communication of a child is with the universe, because at the conception, the light that infuses the consciousness that comes in that child starts at conception, grows through the 9 months. It's communicating with the universe, with the creator God, up to 2 years even. But 2 years it closes, Kapal, and your ego self develops. The personality that we develop is by exposure to the family environment, the prevailing culture, the media, whatever the child grows in. The child becomes that, but the child is not that. Child was the person who was prior to the 2 years. That's the real self. So purpose of life is to become your true self that you were born as. Because at that level, You have the power to communicate with the Creator then. So, metaphorically, we are reopening this kapal, the channeling power of our body to the universe. So, it's called Kapal Bhati. Difficult, but practice over time, you will learn how to do it. Okay, so it's a breathing out exercise. Push your belly button in, the air comes out, it creates a vacuum. You are breathing in, don't concentrate on that. Just concentrate on breathing out. So it's like this. Keep your back straight all the time, as I said. Yeah. And then keep pushing at your own rate. Keep your mind focused. Be in that space between each of the breath when there is complete emptiness. And that emptiness is the place where you connect with your true self, Atma. And once you connect with your Atma, then you link with Paramatma. So the abundance, everything that there is in truth is there. Apart from that, everything is fake. And fake has discomfort, has diseases. That's why the problem is that you are hidden from it. You are camouflaged by this ego self. The Maya, it's called illusion. So keep going at your own rate. You don't have to race against anyone. Just do it at your own pace. Let's do it for a while, as much as you can. We can't take all the time, but a little bit is good to do it. Okay, it's quite addictive because you get into this rhythm and a space. As I said, when you're in this space, that emptiness, it has its own peace and joy and the connection that you get with the creation itself, that unified feel. That's where it takes you. So practice in your own time. The next one's called, so deep breath in, all out, then you hold the breath. When you hold it, close all your orifices, Mulban, Jalandharvan, Udanban. And when you can't hold anymore, then breathe in, feel the breath as it moves from the sacrum right to the top of the head and beyond, like a pyramidal structure, yeah? Or cosmic dance of Shiv that we talk about in that energy form. Close your orifices, hold it. Now, Anulom Vilom, alternate nasal breathing, in through the left, out to the right. In through the right, out to the left. In through the left, out to the right. In to the right, out to the left. Into the left, out to the right. Into the right, out to the left. Nadi Shodhan, make it very subtle now. Into the left, out to the right. Into the right, out to the left. Into the right, out to the right. Into the right, out to the left. Into the left, out to the right. Into the right, out to the left. Okay, so it takes this much time for you to really become totally focused. Because when you can totally focus, then only you can meditate. Otherwise, it's very hard to meditate. So that's why we require so much of woke up for it. And those exercises, yoga nidra, then breathing exercise. Yeah? Now take advantage of this state that you are in. Say Om 3 times. Om. तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। संकल्प। हे परमपिता परमात्मा, हम अपने बिंदु के निर्वृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए अपने पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आप कृपा करके हमें संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराइए और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर सदा बनी। God, give us life, remove pain, sorrows, bestow of happiness, create our universe, dark, most luminous, pure and adorable. We meditate on thee. Please inspire and guide our intellect in the right direction. ओम प्रतिहारा। मैं शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। मैं 5 महाभूत आकाश वायु पृथ्वी, 5 तन्मात्राएं रूप रंग स्वर्ग शब्द इंद्रिय चित्त में अहंकार बुद्धि कुछ नहीं, बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। Body keeps changing, mind keeps, emotions keep, thoughts keep changing, but I never change. I'm not the 5 primordial elements that makes the entire creation, including me. Not the 5 senses that runs this body or the mind, memory, ego, intelligence. But I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life force. I'm part and part of the entire creation. Atma alpaj hai, Paramatma swaraj hai. So the mirror principle, darpan, aspect of you, become that what you want to be. Otherwise, by default, you are only seeing in everything else what you are actually. Introspection, detachment, dissociation, dhyana, dhyan, samadhi, dharam, lakshana, asta, concentration, contemplation, laser focused mind, meditation, blissfulness, Sat-Chit Anand, that state, Ananda, Ananda metabolite, these chemicals are released in your body in this blissful transcendent stage. Indirect pathway, the direct, well, you take the highway. का पहला स्वर व्यापक स्वर शक्तिमान स्वर अंतर्यामी ये जन्मानंद मन निर्विकार और नित्य पवित्र सृष्टि करता उसी की स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना कर हमें धर्म अर्थ काम और मोक्ष प्राप्ति हमारे में ब्राह्मण छत्र वैश्य शुद्ध ब्रह्मचर्य घास गृहस्थी वानप्रस्थ पर संन्यास किया था। 9 द्रव्य आकाश वायु जल पृथ्वी हर काल हर समय 24 गुण 33 कोटि या 5 क्रिया बनाने चलाने वाला ईश्वर आप अनंत काल से अपने उपकारों अपनी आशीर्वादों की वर्षा कर प्राणी मात्र की संपूर्ण कामनाओं को पूर्ण करते हमारे लिए जो कुछ शुभ तथा हित करे उसे बिना मांगे स्वयं हमारे झोली में डालते जाते। आपके आंचल में विचल शांति तथा आनंद का वास, आपके चरण शरण की शीतल छाया में परम तृप्ति शाश्वत सुख की उपलब्धिता सब अविरक्षित पदार्थों की प्राप्ति में सच्ची श्रद्धा विश्वास। हम स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना करें काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मदा माया मुझसे ईर्ष्या कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर कमल के फूल की तरह माया रूपी जो जिंदगी ऐसे जीते हुए लेकिन इससे अलग रहे आदि दैविक आदि बुद्धि आध्यात्मिक शक्ति को प्राप्ति करे Creator, organizer, protector, omniscient, omnipotent, almighty God, generator, operator, protector, maintainer, eventually the destroyer from eternity, though keep showering your blessings, all desires of living, our Holy Spirit, whatever is good and beneficial for us, you provided us without. Provide our wisdom, happiness, peace, and contentment, love and affection, dispel our illness, weakness, and may we always remember to sit and submit ourselves in the arms of the benevolent and compare. Be like that lotus flower living in the material world, but be detached from these illusions that there is, but find your true self, the true nature of your life. Remove narrow-minded selfishness, attraction, anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, ill will, negativities of our life. ओम का दूसरा अर्थ सर्वरक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक पृथ्वीलोक वनस्पति देवलोक स्थूल शरीर सूक्ष्म कारण शरीर ग्रोस फिजिकल ethereal body, the subtle body, energy body, the causal karmic body, into the pure consciousness, the cosmic vortex. जाके राखो साइया मार सके न कोई बाल न बाका कर सके जो जग पैरी भोए. You are the sheep, the avenger, the protector at every planes of life. The seven within the earth, the tal, tal, vital. Seven within the ocean. Seven within this body. Seven within the environment, atmosphere. Externally that is there. There is no randomness. Everything is a coincidence. This is symphony, harmony, hemostasis. Schumann resonance, magnetism, mental, physical, material, spiritual, at every stage, every plane of our existence. हमें सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति छोड़ क्षमा सरलता स्थिरता निर्भरता अहंकार शून्यता सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति में हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपुष्ट हो मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत हो आत्मा पवित्र तथा सुंदर हो आपके संस्पर्श से हमारी सारी शक्तियाँ विकसित हो हमारे हृदय में दया तथा सहानुभूति हो वाणी में मिठास हो हमारी दृष्टि में प्यार हो बुद्धि तथा ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण करे हमारे व्यक्तित्व महान तथा विशाल हो दीनात दीनों के मध्य में विचरने वाले ईश्वर आपके चन्नान बिंदु में हमारा जीवन अर्पित से अपनी सेवा में लेकर कृतार्थ ईश्वर. May acquire all the virtuous qualities of life, forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearless, humbleness, the good qualities be our possession, body be healthy and strong, mind pure and enlightened, soul divine and superb, through your blessings and company, all our senses be enlightened, my heart of compassion and sympathy, words be amiable and thoughtful, may a vision of love contact, may a complete education and wisdom, our personalities be virtuous and great, though exist amongst the poorest of the poor. My life be devoted and dedicated, and you feed graces through these prayers. का तीसरा अर्थ शुद्धमसी बुद्धमसी मुक्तमसी निरंजनोसी. आप शुद्ध पवित्र all pure perfect and complete. May acquire all that purity sincerity truthfulness. तत्वमसी अहम ब्रह्म जैसी सच्चिदानंद संकल्प मोक्ष शक्ति रितम संकल्प करे धारणा ध्यान समाधि धर्म लक्षण अवस्था अभ्यास करें विवेक तब वैराग की प्राप्ति होती है. अच्छे गुण कर्म स्वभाव ज्ञान कर्म उपासना की शक्ति. कर्म विद धर्म गिव्स यू निर्वाणा. तत्वमस्यम ब्रह्म जय सच्चिदानंद संकल्प मोक्ष रितम तामसिक स्थिति नोशिया नेगेटिविटीज से निकलकर सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति करे. राजसिक चंचलतापन मंकी माइंड मोंक माइंड निष्काम कर्म निस्वार्थ भाव न्यूट्रलिटी फ्लो द स्टेट बीइंग इन द प्रेजेंट. जन्मों जन्म के क्लेश संस्कार विद्या अस्मिता राग द्वेष अग्निवेश मृत्यु का भय उल्टा ज्ञान लगाओ बदले की भावना सब समाप्त हो काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मदा माया मत्सर्य ईर्ष्या दृष्टि कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर कर हमारी बात पीत का श्लेष्मा में प्राप्ति हो जागृत स्वप्न तूर्य तूर्यता भार्गव भार्गव चेतना की शक्ति शब्द वाणी संकल्प ध्यान ज्ञान अंजल अगली आकाश स्मृति आशा आत्मा परमात्मा के लोकेशना तेष्णा वितेष्णा की पूर्ति मैत्री भाव करुणा मुदिता अपेक्षना की प्राप्ति अन्न में कोश मन में प्राण में कोई विज्ञान आनंद में कोश यम अहिंसा सत्य अस्त्य ब्रह्मचर्य अपिग्रह नियम सौ संतोष तपस्या सिद्ध ईश्वर परिधान की प्राप्ति चित्र दो मुंह दो विपचित एकाग्र निरुपदा की प्राप्ति योग चित्र वृत्ति निरोधा सर्विकल से सर्विचार सर्वी से नरवी संप्रजा से संप्रजा सरगुण से निर्गुण सान कैवल्या धारणा ध्यान समाधि धर्म लक्षण अवस्था संयम की प्राप्ति, अर्थ स्थिति अनिमा महिमा गरिमा गरिमा महिमा प्राप्ति, प्रकम्य स्तवा विस्तवा। ओम भू प्राण स्वरूप, भुआ दुख हरता, स्वाहा सुख प्रदाता, जगत के उत्पादक प्रकाशमान परमात्मा देव, हम आपके वन्य शेष रूप का ध्यान करते आप हमारी बुद्धि को उत्तम मार्ग में प्रेरित कीजिए। ओम सत्यम, ओम जानम, ओम अनंतम, ओम ब्रह्मा, ओम सत्यम, ओम जानम, ओम अनंतम, ओम ब्रह्मा, ओम सत्यम, ओम जानम, ओम अनंतम, ओम ब्रह्मा, ओम आनंदः, ओम आनंदः, ओम आनंदः, ओम सत्यम, ओम जानम, ओम अनंतम, ओम ब्रह्मा, ओम आनंदः, ओम आनंदः, ओम सत्यम, ओम जानम, ओम अनंतम, ओम ब्रह्मा, ओम आनंदः, ओम आनंदः। मंत्र चिकित्सा तप चक्षुर्देहितं पुरुषाचुव्रत मुचत, विषय में शरदशतम, जीवे में शरदशतम, शून्याम शरदशतम, प्रपा में शरदशतम, दीनश्याम शरदशतत्, पुष्टम शरदशतत्, जागृत दूर देवितिम देवितं धूरमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरिकं तन्मे मना शिव संकल्पमस्तु। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनां मृत्युर्मुक्षमामृतात्। ओम तेजोमसि तेजोमयि दे, ओम बलमसि बलमयि दे, ओजोमसि ओजोमयि दे, वीरमसि वीरमयि दे, ओम तन्पाग्निसि तन्मम में पाई, प्रचोदाग्निसि वृचो में दे, ओम तनुमा तन्ममा भवतु मा। ओम तमेव माच तपित तमेव बंधुशिखा तमेव विद्या द्रविणम तमेव सर्वम मम देव देव। ओम विश्वानिदेव सवितर्दतानि पराश्व यद्वत्तन्न आश्व। ओम हिरण्यगर्भा समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जाता पतिरेक्याश सदा धारि प्रतिबिंध्याम ते मा कस्मै देवाया विशाभिदेवत्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्व उपास्ते पश्यम यस्य देवा यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्यु कस्मै देवाया विशाभिदेवम्। ओम या प्राणतो निमिषतो महि त्वैकन्द्रजा जगतो भावुआ या इससे द्वीपचस्पतुष्पदा कस्मै देवाया विशाभिदेवम्। उमेन देवरुग्रापितो विचदिरा येन स्वासवितं येन नाका यो अंतरिक्षे राजशो विमाना कस्मै देवाया विशाभिदेवम्। ओम प्रजापतिनतदयितानन्ये विश्वाजातानि परिता भावुआ यत्कामास्ते जहुमस्तन स्वयं श्यामपुत्रोरहिनाम्। ओम सन्नो वन्द्रजनिता सविदाता धमानि वेद भुवे नानि विश्वा यत्र देवामृतमानिषान्ना शशित्रिये धामन्न धैर्यन्त। ओम अग्नेन सुप्तारास्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् यो तस्मज्जहुरानमेनो भूष्यान्ते नमाक्तिं विधेम। ओम नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिप्ताय च। ओम शन्नो मित्त शन्वरुणा शन्नो भर्गो हरिमा शन्नो इंद्रो बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णु रुक्रमा। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्तवाय तुम प्रदीक्षम ब्रह्मादि तुम प्रदीक्षम ब्रह्मादि स्वामी रिक्तम वदिष्यामि सत्यम वदिष्यामि तन्ममोतु तद्वाक्तरामोतु औतु मामोतु वाक्तराम। ओम शन्नदेवी रविष्टया आपो मोन्तु पीतये शन्नो रवि शर्वन्तु ना। ओम सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। ओम स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्देवाशा स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नष्टाशर्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु न। ओम सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सवीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। ओम दीना तक्तेना भुजिन्ता ओम यथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांडे तथा पिंडे यथा ब्रह्मांडे। ओम पूर्णिवाहि कर्माणि जिजेवितेतां तमाय त्वेति नानितिथि अस्ति न कर्म लिप्यते न वै। Om Asmin Sarvani Bhutani Atmimyu Amritaya Ektam Anushpateti Anushpati Om Yogi Yogi Tavastram Vaje Vaje Havamahe Sakhai Indram Utaye Om Astuma Satgamaya Tamsuma Jyotirgamaya Mrityuma Amritam Gamaya Om Sarvi Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu Ma Kashyata Dukha Bhavet Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyati Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamiva Vashishyati Om Dev Shanti Antarikshagam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Roshadaya Shanti Vanaspati Shanti Vishwe Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Charvagam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Shama Shanti Revi Om Shanti 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 Karagasi Veste Lakshmi Chand Saraswati Karmuletu Govinda Prabhavate Karadarshana Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for joining. Have a nice blessed week. Hanuman Jayanti, Shri Ram Ki Janamdin, good times, take advantage, align yourself, find the true happiness, live in peace, joy, humility, humbleness, learn to forgive, have gratitude, see your life will change. These are what yoga teaches. Okay, thank you for joining. See you next week.